Testing, testing, testing.
Words, words, words.
Sounds, sounds, sounds.
The lusty Argonian maid is unrated. Underrated.
Unrated and underrated.
It should be properly rated.
Both are correct. Oh my. Okay, be right back for 1 second, then I will be...
You're only going to come back for 1 second?
Yes, and then that's it. I'm leaving
Wow.
for the rest of the time. Just kidding. No.
Wow.
Hopefully not.
I mean, that's how the back soon thing works. You can't be back if you're not gone, so...
That's true.
Gwen, have you looked at the mod list at all?
Well, no, because we don't have a definitive list for what actually is on console yet, so what's the point?
There's a site.
For console-only mods?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only had a couple on it when they, like, way back when they first announced it. There was a few things on it. I think it was just like the crafting stuff and maybe a map thing. But yeah, it's 4 pages worth of stuff.
There's multiple map things. There's all of Map Pims, Harvest Maps, Master, Rit Crafter, Dual Bonds.
Yeah, I was saying when they first launched the site, there was only a few things on it, but they've got quite a few things now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll wait until it's actually on console because,
Well, I think you're gonna have to go to that site maybe and like add it to your account. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if that site works through mobile because, console. We'll see how that works. If console can't be played on console, then what's the point of console?
Wait, what? I don't understand what you just said.
Well, you said you have to go to the site to add it to your library.
Yeah, I think you're gonna add it to your, like... I don't know. There's gonna be a downloader somehow, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay.
We'll figure it out when we get there. I'm not concerned.
Alright. And I am opening up our stuff. That needs to stop making noise. Okay. I am good whenever you guys are good.
Okay. Gwen, are you ready?
Yes.
And everybody who's already here, I hope y'all are ready. Because it's about to go down. Actually, shoot, I'm sorry. I was very, very distracted from what I should have been doing and making sure that...
You haven't started the YouTube yet.
I did start it. I need to make sure that it's actually going.
That's okay. I just realized I also have not sent out our social media, so I'm doing it right now too.
So, yes,
Nailing it.
it is live, so we should be good. You know, barring something getting in the way. I don't see the stream on Twitch yet, though.
It's up. We're live. Been live for 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I clicked on it and I've got a black screen. Let me close out and reopen Twitch. Let's see what happens. There we go. There we go.
Come on, there we go. Why did that take so friggin' long to load? Replace background. Load.
Okay. Alright. Are y'all ready now?
1 second, and then I should be.
Seconds.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Nope, not what I want. Nope. Okay. Download. Not a PNG, a JPEG. Current page, done. Download. We can start. I can just be setting out the socials while we're
All right. Hello, welcome to A Snugpod Cast. This is a snug place to hang out. So, that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm never separate, and with me, I've got one Gwen the Bard. How are you?
Hello. I am good.
Fantastic. And looking quite great with a pan on your head.
It is a pot. Or a kettle, perhaps, even?
Well, you know. And also, Gone Crazy back soon. What's up?
Hello. Nothing much. Just hanging out here and got this sweet roll in front of me. It's pretty nice.
Sweet.
Figured we should all have snacks.
Yes.
I
Snacks.
I do like snacks. They get me in trouble sometimes. Occasionally I sit down and eat too many snacks.
Me too. That's alright.
Especially
That's why we have snacks.
especially the ones covered in icing. Things like that. I like sweet stuff. So, gets me in trouble. Anyway.
Me too.
Well, to those who are joining us, it's kind of a slow week. It's not really a lot happening. We haven't really had any like news. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of stuff going on. So we got a lot of stuff going on actually, and we're going to get into that here shortly. But before we do, Crazy, what have you been up to in game?
Oh gosh, what haven't I been up to? No, I'm just kidding. I ran some more of the Solstice dailies. We got Solstice on console since we had a show last. I have not started questing yet. I've just been kind of running around and getting my bearings in the zone. I did, though, find some weird achievements by accident, which has been really, really fun. So, should I share them or
no spoilers? No spoilers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, one of those is the one you told me about, right?
Wait at least a month before spoilers.
Well, this isn't really a
silly spoilers. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The bard has spoken.
Okay. Fine then. I won't say the last 2 sentences on this page. Anyway, yeah. I found some things by accident, and it was really fun, and I like that they did that in this zone. That's all I can say for now.
So you say that you found them in by accident, so they're not listed in the list?
One is. Well, they probably both are, yes. But I mean, I wasn't looking in the list. I don't go through the list of achievements typically.
Okay.
So I just was like running around the zone and I saw something and went, huh, I wonder what this does. And then I clicked on it. And then I did another thing in another spot and another thing in another spot. And then all of a sudden an achievement popped and I went, what? Interesting. So, and I did find the second one in the actual list of achievements. But that one was kind of by accident. I was actually checking for another thing to see if I had discovered a certain locale or how many I had discovered, and saw that one and went, where's that at? And then ran around and intentionally was looking for it. So, yeah. Pretty fun.
Nice. How about you, Gwen?
See, sewing, packing, always crafting. Still have yet to catch one fish in Northern Elsewhere. We have been back to Northern Elsewhere multiple times on Fishing Mondays, and there is still one fish that is eluding me. And this has been going on for a while. I'll get it, just not yet. And then I will be hopping over to Solstice in the new story, in the new zone. Probably Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. And I want to take my time, but all at the same time, I have to have it done before Friday. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, no.
Because that's the only time I get to do it. Busy. And I also started a new project. I'm trying to make an Argonian tale. We'll see. We'll also see how that goes.
Argonian tale.
Yep.
Okay. After you get done
I know raising my hand means nothing because we're in audio format, but I totally did there.
I love that for you.
Also, Snugpod under construction once again, and I promptly filled up the housing
The
furnishing vault, yeah, that within less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
Within less than 30 minutes. However, I did end up emptying like 4 or 5 of my storage houses before it got full.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
That was nice.
Probably should do that.
The biggest thing that I noticed that wasn't like advertised initially when they were talking about the storage vault is how when you're doing the renovating in your house, you can choose where things go to, including your chests. So if you've labeled all of your chests, you can choose which you know which one you're choosing it's going to. And that's really nice. That's also very helpful. I appreciate that function.
Wait. I think I missed something there. You can put things into your storage chests without having
from the housing editor. Yeah, from the housing editor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, or your bank. You can choose if it's going to your inventory, the furnishing vault, or one of your chests. And that, absolutely genius. Very useful.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's everything I've been up to.
Well, when you get done with the Argonian tale, I need a Khajiit tail.
Khajiit tails are easy. Argonian tails are hard because you have to make them like mermaid tails. And mermaid tails are silicone and they take forever. Khajiit tails are super simple because it's just fur. Like, I could make you a Khajiit tail in an hour. Unless you need it custom dyed.
I guess it depends on the body markings.
In which case, give me an afternoon.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
So I have I've been playing around with subclassing just a little bit, and that's been kind of interesting. I started out I just threw together some stuff because fire. I wanted to just throw fire at everything. So obviously Dragon Knight, and then I also wanted to be able to just throw lightning at things. So Sorcerer too. But I didn't get very super far with that. I think I leveled up those two skill lines to probably in the 20s, maybe. And then I just looked up a build that is actually really simple to make, and I haven't gotten all of the skills unlocked for it yet, but it seems to be pretty good for what I've soloed a couple of dungeons, not anything hard, but I went through fungal and I think Wayrest, and then I was like, you know what, I need to work on a tank build, since I can do the subclassing thing now, and I kind of wanted to get the Void Bash set from Vatashran Hollows. Did I say that right? And so I've never done that. Never been in that arena. So I was like, I'm gonna go try Vatashran and see if I can get through it. And died a few times, mostly to environmental things, just trying to, you know, figure out what was happening. But not too bad. Not too bad. I got through it, and on my first run, I managed to pull the Void Bash Sword and Shield. So, got the set I wanted from it. That was pretty cool. I only did it on normal. I didn't do that. So, that was kind of fun. It was short. It's only 3 arenas and then a boss fight. Another big boss fight, basically. And that boss fight was kind of cool. I liked having the opportunity to use the grappling hook again. I think they just need to add the grappling hook into every zone. Like there's a grappling guild or something that we can go around and just new ways to traverse old areas. I think that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, it was kind of cool having that mechanic. I did not know ahead of time that like the order that you do those arenas in actually matters, because you get different buffs according to which one you do first and which traversal mechanics you get. So if you have the grappling hook from one, you can get to places in the others that you couldn't otherwise get to. It's like that's kind of cool. Gives you kind of a reason to play it differently each time you go in there. But yeah, that's about it for me.
I had no idea about that, never. I always just do it in the same order.
Yeah, so, and I'm not sure which other traversal mechanics it was referring to besides the grappling hook in the guide that I saw. But one, if you depending on which buff you want, like you can get extra magicka, extra stamina, or extra health, depending on which what order you defeat them in. And there's secret bosses and things that you need those traversal mechanics to get to. So you get the grappling hook from, I think, the Hersine's Realm, if I'm not mistaken. If you do that one first, you can use it to get up to places you couldn't get to otherwise. And I would have had no idea either. So yeah. So if you weren't aware of that, then I'd encourage you to, if you've done it before, or even if you haven't done it before, just look up the, how-tos on, the order to do that and where the secret bosses are or whatever. And it might be something worth checking out. So,
Yeah, I have yet to do Vatashran. That's one
It's
that I
so
need to
fun.
get in there and
It's
do.
so fun.
I gave
Yeah.
moral support to a lore seeker today who was going through Vet Maelstrom for the first time in a while. That was fun to watch.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vatashran was pretty neat. There was a point where I thought I was falling off a cliff and just managed to notice the grappling hook thing pop up on my screen in time, so I was able to save myself from falling to my death. That kind of stuff's fun. Makes it feel a little bit more uh, active. You know. Yep. Well,
Oh yeah. No, we do need a grappling hook guild for sure.
yeah. Yeah, adding that in, just even going back, go to Aradon or Stone Falls or whatever, just being able to get around some of the mountains and stuff, and some of the areas that otherwise you have to go all the way around. Being able to just grapple up would be kind of fun. But anyway, we've got some news.
Oh, we got a lot of news.
We got some
Surprisingly.
news. One thing that I did notice about Vatashran, though, there were some walls in there, and they needed to be covered.
They needed some wallpaper.
Yeah. Do you know where we can get any wallpaper?
ElderScrollsOnline.com.
Nice. Well, there you go.
I can. You can. You can get wallpaper in multiple sizes there if you want.
Sweet.
All the way up to 4K.
I need some 4K wallpapers in my house.
Yeah, right. Me too.
I think that'd be a funny thing to have a bunch of gamer types start going to like Lowe's, Home Depot type places, and just if you got any of those 4K wallpapers.
Oh my gosh.
As the employees get younger, they might know what you're talking about, but just seeing the expressions might be kind of fun. Yeah. So there's wallpapers on the website if you want to go download those.
Yep. The fun thing about these is each of the heroes is featured in the front of a different one, which I think is neat. So the first one, we have the Nord in the front. That's the one that's got like all of the souls coming out and going towards the soul reapers and the writhing wall. And then in the second one, we have the Breton in the lead. He's riding this like really scary Centrat through the middle of Sunport. And then the third one, we have the high elf hero, and she's kind of pulled a little bit further front, and it's giving some of those like slight Westweald vibes, Alien ruins. So each
Same
of them
thing.
are yeah, right, Alien, same thing. Aliens, yes, they're all featured on their own wallpaper here, which is pretty cool. I love these wallpapers. Like this set of them, I think was really well done.
I have been avoiding looking at them just because I am straight up just avoiding any potential spoiler for Solstice until I go there.
That's fair. I mean, I guess it depends on what you I was going to say qualify or classify, but it came out combined. Classify as spoilers. The one is just the load screen that you already have, like when you log into the game. And the other one is just a picture of Sunport, which you don't really see much other than the heraldry for the city and, just some of the inhabitants that are there, so.
Things I have yet to see.
There you go. So, that's it for that one.
Yeah, that one
Next.
didn't get very deep.
No. The next
But
one's the chunky
it
one.
does get deep. Delve deeper into Update 46's base game additions with the ESO developers. And this is... Alright. Update 46 base game patch introduces a huge host of new features and adventures for ESO's players. This includes the unlocking of Western Solstice Zone and Story for 2025 Competent Pass owners, in addition to the new subclassing system. However, these are far from the only new features and improvements included in the free update. A new furnishing vault comes with ESO Plus to alleviate storage issues. Returning players can join the action faster with Heroes Return. Add-ons arrive for console players and more. First time for the hero's return. If you've ever come back to ESO after a lengthy absence, you might have found getting back into the swing of things took time and energy you'd rather have spent on your adventures. That's why the hero's return feature was created. We often see players overwhelmed when deciding what to do first when returning to the bustling land of Tamriel, says systems designer Carlos Runes. With Hero's Return, we guide players across a handful of key activities while helping showcase the fun and value of doing them on their own. Make your hero's return. Many of us have taken a break from a game and returned to it and asked ourselves, what are the controls? How do I catch up? What can I do currently, says Runes. We saw Hero's Return as our opportunity to help answer these questions and get players back into the fun of the game with ease. Hero's Return begins with a 10 to 15 minute quest that refreshes you on key combat mechanics. Afterward, you receive helpful bonus login rewards as you keep playing in a series of short Heroes Return golden pursuits designed to get you back into your Tamrielic groove. It keeps things simple, get reacquainted with the game, and receive handy rewards for doing so. Unpacking the Furnishing Vault. The Furnishing Vault is a new addition to the ESO Plus benefits. If you have a membership, you can claim the Furnishing Vault for free in the Crown Store as soon as Update 46 is live on your platform of choice. Once claimed, it can store up to 500 stacks of furnishing items, freeing up bank and housing space dramatically. Player requests and interests over the years for housing storage were certainly a main motivator for the creation of the Furnishing Vault, says systems designer Lindsay Beaver. We also have a strong desire to ease inventory pressure where we can, coupled with finding ways to improve the quality of life for all housing players. Store your spare furnishings easily. For the team, when designing the Furnishing Vault, they had some clear goals in mind. Essentially, we want to make decorating a house, much less multiple houses, a bit more seamless. And again, working to ease inventory bloat for players who have a lot of furnishings, adds senior UI engineer James Samarito. No more having to carry furnishings from one place to another in your inventory, or having a house that's just full of unplaced furniture. As you might expect, this new storage option had its own technical hurdles too, which in turn led to greater housing functionality. In building the vault, we need to tackle a particular technical hurdle, providing players with a way to choose where to store retrieve furnishings, explains Severito. To address this, we have added a new retrieve option to the housing editor's retrieve tab, allowing you to choose to send retrieve furnishings to your inventory, bank, storage chests, and of course the furnishing vault. Adding add-ons on console. Since ESO's initial launch in 2014, players have customized their time in Tamriel with add-ons on PC at least. Now, the option to customize your game experience through add-ons is coming to consoles, Xbox Series X/S, and PlayStation 5 on June 23rd. On June 23rd. We wanted console add-ons since we first launched on consoles, notes lead UI engineer Dan Batson. Originally, it was simply adding something first party didn't really have a process for. That eventually changed, but things were always moving so fast that the timing was never right to get the resources. Lately, we've had a bigger focus on shoring up player experiences and closing gaps, so we pushed to make console add-ons a priority. Of course, the work itself was no simple matter, and it led to some limitations, but also learnings for the team. The biggest challenge is that consoles have incredibly strict memory limits, explains Batson. This is why we support add-ons only on next-gen consoles. Beyond that, we had to provide a built-in process not just for using add-ons, but hosting and acquiring them. Caveat emptor still applies, as it always has, but being responsible for this part of the process means a heightened level of deliberateness and scrutiny. As a result, the Xbox Series X/S and PlayStation 5 players can begin downloading and enjoying add-ons when the functionality turns on starting June 23rd. Even better, if you're an add-on creator, you can upload your add-ons to the system now. Stacking on convenience for crafters. How many writs could a master crafter stack if a master crafter could stack writs? No, that's not a tongue twister. It's a question players will soon be able to answer for themselves. Master writs have been a vital part of the crafting economy in ESO for many years now, but they've been accompanied by the problem of inventory pressure since their inception. As unique items with similarly unique requirements in reward amounts, getting them to take up less space was a challenge for the team, but also an important need. With 10 plus years of content, we're always cognizant of players' inventory and how it fills over the course of a game, says senior systems designer Matthew Blois. One of the primary goals of making Masterwit stackable was to alleviate the bloat in player inventories, so the design needed not to make the problem inadvertently worse down the line. This is why we avoid using something like a container. We know that they don't stack, so engineering had to come up with a way to grant an item in which the item itself was able to be stacked while granting a distinct item upon its use. Receiving complete writs without filling up your inventory. Even better, the team doesn't want this work to stop at crafting writs alone. As Rich said in the 2025 ESO Direct, we're now looking to see how this can be applied to other areas of the game to further alleviate inventory blame for players. These great additions, almost all of them entirely free, are just the highlights of the Update 46 base game patch, which also includes map improvements, adjustments, and champion tree changes. Which for these additions are you most excited to try? Oh, spoiler, the answer is 200 for a single stack. That's what it says at the base there.
It's because everything stacks in 200s, I feel.
Yes, it does.
Wait, is that for the writs or for the furnishings?
All of them. All of the things.
Everything.
All the things. It's all 200.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea. I owned like 61 pieces of this one specific wall, but apparently I own 61 pieces of this one specific wall.
Oh no. Oh no.
Guess you can go build a house.
Yeah.
I actually think I did. I think that's... Remember when I made that Imperial City build that you guys never saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what that's from, actually.
I forgot what I was saying because I was typing.
Speaking of Imperial City,
I am...
there is...
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, I skipped over a thing. Never mind, you can go back to the last one.
Okay, I was just going to say, I am very excited to get add-ons so that I can do all of my treasure maps and all of my flipping inventory hog things.
Hello?
that I have going on.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. We're here. No, we're here. We can hear you. Can
Gwen.
you hear me? Gwen? Uh-oh. We can hear you, Gwen. You can't hear us? Uh-oh, now I can't hear her anymore. You have 40 cargo boxes from God's knows where, Ryman says. Awesome. Oh, goodness. Well, Gwen's still standing in the game with us, so I guess we keep calm and carry on until she comes back.
Yeah, so we were discussing the add-ons thing earlier, and this article does just say the 23rd, so...
Yep.
So that'll be cool. Be good to try those out. Have you looked at the? I asked Gwen this earlier, but have you looked at the website with the list of what all's on there?
Yeah.
There is actually some market trader stuff, market tracker. Not, I don't see.
I think that one's mostly for Xbox when I saw last, unless they've updated it.
It's got a PlayStation logo on it.
Oh, good. Well, maybe that's like the console version of TTC.
And I think I've actually seen I think there was a couple. There's Tamriel Savings Company Price Fetcher and Market Tractor. It's a Market Tractor. My goodness. Market Tracker Guild Trader Pricing Assistant. Yeah. bag space. Yeah. Anyway, um, but I am looking forward to that. I look and you look at the screenshots for that. Just which PC players I know they're like, shut up, we don't care. We already had these things for 10 years now. But it is pretty neat to see some of that stuff. You just look in your inventory and the tooltip shows what an item is selling for in a trader. You know, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Automatically trains your riding skills. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I just had the site pulled up. I was looking at some of those.
Yeah.
So, let's see. There was that, and the Master Writs, I think, will be a big help, too. It stinks that the existing Master Writs won't get any kind of treatment for that as far as lumping those things together, but, take what we can get.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to Gwen.
So.
All right. Next thing, have you seen this? Did you get to watch the You Belong, the newest trailer that they did for the Xbox Game Showcase?
Did I watch that while we were, is that the one I watched while we were playing a couple weeks back? I feel like I watched one right in the middle of...
I don't know. This is the one that has Jacques Raz. It's got the little Raz. I think the one that you watched was the one that I told you about that had Pat Benatar. Like, that song. This one has Turn, Turn, Turn. Maybe.
So maybe I haven't seen this one.
It's basically Jacques Raz going through, like, 10 years of content. It's adorable. Like, really adorable. But yeah, so it says, check out the new trailer for the Elder Scrolls Online premiered during the recent Xbox Games Showcase. Did you catch all the big reveals during Sunday's June 2025 Xbox Games Showcase? You might have seen our new gameplay trailer if you did. Missed the show? Don't worry, you can check it out below, and then there's a link for it. So it says, you can discover a whole world of adventure waiting for you in the Elder Scrolls Online. Explore, craft, socialize, and adventure with over 26 million other players in Tamriel's second era. You belong here. If you love to see the Jacques Raz pet featured prominently in this new trailer, you'll be thrilled to discover that he's returned to the Crown Store. The adorable pet will be available from now until June 16th, which has already gone by, unfortunately. So you could have bought him in the store if you had seen that beforehand. So, it's really cute. It's a great trailer. I've been liking these gameplay trailers they've been doing lately. Super adorable. Pardon the yawn. So, okay. That's it for that one. Pretty easy, straightforward.
Oh, we skipped the one thing there.
The what?
The deep dive.
No, we didn't. That's what.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
That's what Gwen read.
Sorry.
Nope, it's all good. Next thing is the slightly controversial Crown Crates, Akatosh versus Alduin. Do you want to read that, or you want me to read it?
I'll read it. Oh. Maker and Destroyer clash within the new Akatosh versus Alduin Crown Crates. Pay homage to the legendary progenitor and firstborn of dragons with the items and collectibles found in the new Akatosh versus Alduin Crown Crates. Akatosh, the great dragon god of time, worshipped across Tamriel since before recorded history. Alduin, the World Eater, firstborn of the dragons and the corruption of a dark prophecy. Their followers, cultists and warriors, have clashed for centuries. Dark blades spark against those of glittering gold. Fights within the family are always the most terrible. Akatosh versus Alduin Which side will you choose? The new Akatosh versus Alduin Crown Crates arrive in the Crown Store this Thursday, June 19th at 10 a.m. When opening these crates, you have a chance to find items of mythic awe and terror in the form of new and returning items and collectibles. These goods include unique mounts, pets, furnishings, and much more. You can see just some of the items available within Akatosh vs. Alduin Crown Crates below. Yeah, I mean, do we need to read all these captions, you think? So
No, I can actually pull up the crates so we can go, like, show a couple of the ones that are mentioned. We could read the ones that were featured. Oh, please, 1 second. No, I don't want to buy them. I want to preview them. Thank you very much.
But please. They're so prominently displayed there for you.
They are. Okay, let's go down and see if I can find the... Well, first of all, let's just talk about these in general. So, there's a few new furnishings that are cool. There's like a World Eater effigy furnishing. There's a memento that is a dancing flame orb. There's like different skins back and forth between the two different dragons, which is cool. Some apex mounts. There's like a kine steed. There's a stone nest thing in there too. And then there's these really cool Dragon Clash living armor cinch mounts. Now, going along with that, there are bonus rewards that come in the form of the new mounts reflecting one of the forebears. So the Akatosh Living Armor Cinch and the Alduin Living Armor Cinch. They can be unlocked by acquiring both the Dragon Clash Living Armor Cinch, shown above, and a polymorph that reflects the dragon of your choice, the Times Herald Living Armor or the World Eater Living Armor. So they can be acquired through random items in the crates or by direct purchase with crown gems or seals of endeavor. So basically, if you acquire both of those items, you get that special things. Once you have the initial mount and an appropriate polymorph, then you can unlock the new mount that's appropriate to the blessing of the God of Time or the grudging respect of his foremost scion, it says. The additional unlocks are available for free in the Crown Crate section for the eligible players. So, this is a little bit, well, let's finish this really quick and then let's come back to it. So, there's also a bundle. The bundle includes the World Eater Fire Recall, and it's one of those 25 crate bundles, of course, for like 8K or whatever it is. And then there's also, nope, that's it. That's all I want to say about that. So these crates are a little FOMO-ish because it is like, hey, if you get one of these things but not the other, well, you can't get that mount. But if you happen to get both of those things, then you can get that mount, and you're taking a gamble on being able to get that, which is meh, you know? It's not, like, it's real cool, but it's like, that feels a little yucky. Feels a little yucky. The other thing, too, is in these crates, and this is something that I actually pulled because I did get gifted a set of these crates. If you go down, there is, like, furnishings that are available. So there is a Nord brazier, a Nord chest, a runestone, a sconce. There's things like that. Those are all craftable items again. Just like we had in the last set of crates, where they had some craftables in there. And it felt yucky because they were considered superior rewards even though they're craftable. Same problem with this round of crates. Not great. Yeah. What I will say is I had decent RNG. There is a new brazier furnishing that is like the dragon's, what's it called? The dragon's,
Is it
like,
Dragon Clash?
the Dragon Clash or whatever.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It is really cool. And I actually did get that, and I was very, very happy about it. But I basically took all the other furnishings that I pulled and just turned them into gems so that I can buy stuff later if I want. Because I was like, I'm not going to keep these. I'm going to make them worth my while because I don't need to keep those because I can make them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it just it didn't feel great. Didn't feel great on that. I think they're super cool crates, but I think they are really playing into the like people are going to buy these who want to get multiples so that they can get both those items so that they can have the special mount. And also, you know, here we're going to give these other rewards that aren't the greatest. So yeah, I don't know. I'm on one hand, I'm surprised that they pushed these out like that. On the other hand, I know they were probably already built when they got that feedback from the last round of crates because of how far out that they build. So it just, yeah, meh. At least you can turn it into gems, but still.
At least you can turn it into gems.
Yep. Hi, Gwen. Welcome back.
So we learned in real time that the mic cable, the thing on the controller that you plug the headphone jack into, died on my red controller. So that's what happened.
No.
At least I have another controller.
This is true. Something I did get out of this that I purchased, thank you, Mr. Minwee Pro, gifted me the crate so that I could get this. The Volley of the World Eater that applies to Volley, Arrow Barrage, and Endless Hail is so flippin' cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Like, just for immersion, because, like, if you're in a Cyrodiil siege and you're going through and you see people, having flaming arrows fly and fall around you is so much cooler. It's just, it's just better immersion for your opponents. When they're dying, let them die with some fear.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool. I've got that set on my PC account. I have not bought anything over here. Deciding whether I want to do that because I do have enough crowns that I could purchase a set of 15 crates. I just don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's some cool looking stuff in here, but it just feels gross with the things that are craftable that are in there, and yeah.
The obvious push to try to get you to get multiple things out of it so you can get a quote free thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, when I saw those, I was like, wait a minute. I have to get that mount. And it's like, okay, so if I have that mount, it's a free skin for it. Oh, wait, no, I have to have that mount and this other thing. And then for the other one, I have to have that mount and different other things. If I want both of those, I've got to get 3 different items. So I'm either dropping a ton of money. Well, you can't even buy those straight with crowns, and that's my other issue with this stuff. But you're either buying a ton of crowns to try to get them, or you're going to have a ton of crown gems.
Yep.
Or you're just going to have to endeavor to work for it next time it comes around.
Yes, that's true too.
But yeah, and then they ate the recall things that they put in those bundles and locking it behind there's 8,000 crown bundles. I still don't like that. I bought one just to experiment, and everything else I got out of that was a bunch of stuff I didn't want. It just felt bad. I don't like it.
I love doing, to be honest, I am a person that likes crates. I do. But also, I am, luckily, knock on wood, a person who has decent RNG. So, I have been mostly lucky, or I think that I've been lucky enough to have played the game enough where I have enough endeavors saved up or whatever. I also am a person that lurks in Twitch a lot, so you can take almost all of your stuff that you get from the crates that you can get from drops on Twitch, and if you convert all of those to gems, that stuff eventually builds up, and then you can just buy kind of what you want. But you have to seek that out a little bit,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you've got to be pretty intentional.
yep.
And that's the thing with those endeavors and stuff like that. Every time stuff comes around, it's like, well, I have enough endeavors to buy that. But what if something comes around I like more?
Yeah, but if you always say "what if," you'll never do anything, and then you get nothing.
Yeah, I know.
The endeavors come pretty fast if you stick with them.
I do like some of the things out here. I would probably, if I had the endeavors for it, I would probably look to get that mount. I think the mount's pretty cool.
Yeah, they are neat.
But I'm nowhere near. I think I have 100 and something crown gems. You need 400 each for the memento or whatever it is you have to have. Or is it a memento or a skin? I thought it was a skin.
It's a polymorph.
Polymorph. Okay.
Yeah, I did pull the polymorph. So the Times Herald one is the one that I actually pulled on PC. It looks pretty cool. It's neat. So I got lucky in that aspect. But yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice if all of the craftable stuff was pulled out of there. Some of the like potions and stuff. We're getting all that stuff through login rewards anyway. That some way to increase your chances of getting the stuff you want. But even
if
if
you
it's
want
like
those potions, it could just be an Ouroboros crate exclusive, because then you can turn them in for gems, or you can actually have them. Just random thoughts. Anyway.
Do we want to talk about specifically any of the other stuff on here?
Like on there?
Yeah, as far as anything particular you wanted to. I guess that's most of what you actually see pictured there is the mount and the polymorphs and stuff, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, the skins and stuff are cool, and that one effigy gives you like a set of wings for a minute or something like that, if I remember correctly. Which is kind of cool.
I really like the dragonfly tresses, but otherwise the volley,
too.
that's just what sticks out to me.
Yeah. I think
all of the skill customizations, that is where all my endeavors are going to be going, especially now with subclassing.
Yep. Yeah.
If I used the
think
bow more, I would probably be trying to pick that up, but I don't use the bow very often.
Yeah, I do. So, in fact, I'm going to buy it right now while we're here. Why not? Why not?
It would be cool if those things were like just added effects from like having enchantments on your skills or on your weapon. I mean, I thought that there was a little bit of a flame thing on those, but I bet we see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like lightning versions of this too at some point.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the better looking ones I've seen, honestly. And the shield charge, or shield, whichever shield, sword and shield skill it is, that one looks pretty cool too. Although a little strange with its little hourglass thing, but
I think that's hilarious.
I mean, it's Akatosh.
yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, but it is cool, but at the same time it's slightly silly just having a big hourglass pop out of the front of it, but
that's true.
It's a cool effect. Now when I see arrows falling next time we play, I'll know what's going on.
Yep. You'll know it's me.
Well,
so for people who actually want to work for things instead of just yeah. Anyway, Zeal of Zenithar is coming up. Your labors are blessed during the Zeal of Zenithar in-game event. Honor the traitor god, and he shall honor you with bonus rewards during this returning in-game event, which has still been absolutely nerfed to the ground, but it's fine. Honest rewards for honest work. The Zeal of Zenithar in-game event returns on June 26th at 10 a.m. and runs until July 8th at 10 a.m. To get started, pick up the introductory quest, The Unrefusable Offer, from Eminus Avaro at the Belkarth Festival Grounds, or acquire the free quest starter from the Crown Store. Having trouble locating Belkarth? Don't worry. Just hover over to the nearest impresario tent and take the nearby portal. Upon finishing the intro quest for the first time, you unlock the daily quest, Honest Toil. This daily quest is available immediately if you have completed the Unrefusable Offer in a previous year. During the event, the first time you complete the daily quest each day, you receive a Zenithar's Sublime Parcel Box as a bonus reward. Each subsequent completion of the Honest Toil quest during the same day rewards you with a Zenithar's Delightful Parcel Box. In addition, you can earn Zenithar's Delightful Parcel Boxes by participating in the following activities: completing the introductory quest, The Unrefusable Offer, completing any Master Writ per discipline per account each day. Subsequent Master Writs of the same discipline won't provide further boxes until the daily reset. First daily crafting writ per account completed each day. Each time you defeat a world boss while grouped with a player who is in at least one of your player guilds. Each time you complete a world event while grouped with a player who is in at least one of your player guilds. You also have a chance to earn Zenithar's Delightful Parcel Box when conquering each round of a group-based arena challenge or completing a cycle in Infinite Archive while teamed up with a player who is a member of at least one of your guilds. Additionally, the final round's reward chest contains a guaranteed parcel, as will Thoat Replicant's reward chest. If honest labor isn't to your liking, scandalous, you may discover parcels scattered across Tamriel by pickpocketing citizens and looting strongboxes or thieves' troves. They say crime doesn't pay, but the determined can prove them wrong. Within either parcel box, Sublime or Delightful, there is a chance to receive the following rewards: a tradable outfit style page for one of the new Zenithar Battlesmith outfit style armor. If you have already earned the Zenithar Battlesmith style page for the day, you have a chance to instead get a style page for the past Seal of Zenithar event, such as the Gold Road Dragoon outfit style armor, High Rock Spell Sword outfit style armor, Quama Miner's Kit armor outfit style, or Ashen Milita weapon outfit style. Durable crafting materials, provisioning ingredients, alchemy reagents, runestones, or motif style item. Crafting boosters, a chance to drop gold tier boosters or research chime scrolls. Furnishing or provisioning recipes, repair kits, siege repair kits, or a small chance for an impresario group repair kit. Treasure maps, survey reports, Imperial City Vault keys, companion gear, or a random currency pouch. The random currency pouch can contain either gold or Telvar stones. There is an extremely small chance that you can discover a jackpot that allows 100,000 of the associated currency. The earnings from this jackpot, or otherwise, are unaffected by any form of currency boosts. Both boxes can contain any of the above, but Sublime Parcel Boxes provide a higher chance to contain the more valuable rewards. Your work makes Nirn go round. These boxes won't be the only bonus rewards you can enjoy during the Seal of Zenithar event. Throughout the duration, you'll benefit from the following modified global in-game effects. Wayshrine travel costs are reduced by 75%. Repair costs on vendors are reduced by 50%. Crafting inspiration gained from all sources is increased by 100%. Vendor prices across Tamriel are reduced by 10%. These include vendors that sell items for gold, AP, or Telvar stones, including the Golden Vendor. Houses purchasable for gold. Event tickets and vendors. If you participate in the Seal of Zenithar event, you also receive 3 event tickets the first time you complete the Honest Toil quest each day. By the end of the event, you could collect a whopping 39 tickets. Thankfully, the impresario is well stocked to help you make good use of your earnings. You'll even have your first opportunity to complete the Robes of Truth and Law costume with the release of the third fragment. During the event period, the impresario stocks all 3 Stone Wisp Truth and Law pet fragments, all 3 Robes of Truth and Law costume fragments, the new bound pages for Zenithar Battlesmith outfit style armor, group repair kits, companion guild commendations. Additionally, during the event, the impresario's assistant offers the following goods: all 3 unstable monolith pet fragments, all 3 Deadlands Scorcher skin fragments, all 3 Soulfire Dragon Illusion pet fragments, all 3 Scale of Akatosh skin fragments, all 3 Passion Dancers Blossom pet fragments, all 3 Passion's Muses personality fragments. Last but certainly not least, Indrake Fender's shop will be stocked with the following items: Nessus and Indrake Feathers, Luminous Indrake Feathers, Ice Breath Indrake Berries, Shimmering Indrake Pet, and Rime Dusk Indrake Pet. The vines grant you prosperity. With Zenithar watching over you this event, you are sure to reap great rewards for your efforts. Ready to get your honest or dishonest work? And that will be from June 26th, 10 a.m. to July 8th, 10 a.m.
Yes, I am ready to get my dishonest work because I'm ready to finish maxing out skill lines on certain things, and then when I do subclassing, I'm going to use that as leveling up. Darn right. And it'll be so much easier because we'll have add-ons. Yay! We hope.
The last article we read said we are getting them tomorrow. It said the 23rd. Not the week of the 23rd. It said the 23rd, and it said multiple times the 23rd.
Oh, that's right now for me. Of course, it's not right now,
Yes.
because I haven't turned them on.
I mean,
but...
no, it will probably hit at like 10 a.m. because
Yeah,
they
it's
like
gonna
to
be
do
like-
things at 10 a.m. But
Correct.
yeah,
I will be at work, so I will not be available.
I
to
will be
test
doing
that.
yard work.
Nice.
Anyway, now that we've talked about hard work, let's move on to the fun stuff.
Sure. There is a ESO community run celebration that's happening. There's another one that I'm going to add on to after here in just a minute, but this one is with an article from ElderScrollsOnline.com, and it says Toast a Decade of ESO with Ninja Pulls Community Run Celebration. Tune into Twitch with Maya and Khan as they welcome fellow players, content creators, and developers for ESO 10 Fest, a series of community-run 10-year anniversary live streams. On June 23rd at 9 a.m., stream team members Maya and Khan, also known as the creative talent behind Ninja Pulls, invite you to join a massive community celebration, a decade in the making, ESO 10 Fest. Kicking off on twitch.tv/Bethesda, this non-stop online festival will stream across a variety of content creators' channels and showcase the incredible ESO experience that await within a Tamriel 10 years in the making. There will be community-driven games, various prize giveaways, and more. Additionally, each day of 10 Fest will feature interviews with different members of the ZeniMax Online Studios dev team, so check out the announcement video to learn more. Maya and Khan are also offering players the chance to share stories from their own ESO journey within the community. If you're interested in participating, submit your story here for a chance to have it featured during the ESO 10 Fest activities. A big thank you to Khan and Maya at Ninja Pulls for putting together this amazing community-led event. Be sure to check out more of them at ninjapulls.com on the Discord and Twitch, and click here to dive into the full lineup of streams available to watch during this community celebration. Mark your calendars and get ready to join in the fun. So we went back and compiled in Lore Seekers, and by we I mean Matt, went back and compiled the actual dev interview schedule. It is listed in the general chat channel, and it is in your local time. So first on, they're going to have Rich Lambert, then Wes, then the following day they'll have Brian Wheeler and Alec Varish, then the following day they're going to have Michael Zenke, the Lore Master, then following day after that on the 26th, Mike Finnegan. Then we have Wheeler coming back again on the 27th, Bill Slavasek, who's one of the writers for ESO, on the 28th. 29th is Becky Ikonoski, or Iknoski, who I believe is the voiceover lead. And then on June 30th, one of the devs, I'm guessing that's said Lacey Iroshi, but they are going to be on there as well. So there's quite a few. Basically, it seems like they're going through most of the the main dev team there for stuff.
Excuse me, but since when has Sheogorath been a dev?
Okay, he's not, but I said I was.
No, it's fine. I just thought it was silly.
Yeah,
that's all.
I did say it funny, but yes, he's not a dev. I mean, well, I guess we could get into lore with that, but we won't. So Wes is going to be on the stream as well, included amongst all of those other developers. So, yeah, and it's basically a big raid train. They did this once before for Infinite Archive when it started, so now they're doing this community-run version, if you will, or a train of, community-run stuff where they're just going to raid into each other's streams, I think, and keep it going throughout the whole week, hopefully. So, yeah, there you go. I'll just transition into the next one too, I guess, since that's the one that I probably know the most about out of all of us.
Oh yeah, no, this is all you. You keep going.
I'll just keep going. So we also have GCX, the gaming expo that's happening in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios, and the Tamriel Guild of Giving, which I am part of with a few other creators currently. The Ninetail Foxes and Zero Period Productions. Lotus is in there as well. There's quite a few of us who are coming together to help plan a sort of unofficial event that's going to be at GCX. So it's on July 25th and 26th. The hope and the current setup that we have is there's going to be sort of a tavern ambience going at the event. There is a space that we've got. We're looking to have some PCs there for gameplay, some stuff for crafting, an area to hang out and meet up in for this unofficial community event. GCX was really founded by communities and creators as a way for them to be able to meet up all together and enjoy all things gaming, preview new games, do stuff like that. But also, it's connected to St. Jude's and for charity. So there's a lot of gamers there who will be either doing streams or things to help benefit their communities as they also fundraise for St. Jude's, which ties back to the Tamriel Guild of Giving. So you know that I'm on the Elder Heroes team, which is really focused on Extra Life. The other group here is focusing on a few different charities. So it's, focusing a little bit on the Voice of Palooza stuff that Wes does. It's focusing currently on the St. Jude's charities that a lot of the stream team and content creators actually already fundraise for through Tiltify. And then I will eventually also probably have some Extra Life stuff in there as well to sort of, get that going and get exposure there too. The cool thing about this is there's a big Fallout community as well. If you've ever heard of Fallout for Hope, that's a huge community that does a lot of fundraising as well. Wes Johnson has worked, with them before and whatnot. They've got a huge group of people that fundraise through Fallout and do a lot of events and sort of get-togethers and things. And they are the ones that are helping us kind of lead this charge on this event, which is really, really neat. They've been there the whole time and just very helpful at getting things set up and really, really great with all of that. So if you're in the Fallout community or if you're in the Elder Scrolls community and you want to stop by, you can go to gcxevent.com for tickets and more information. They do sell individual day tickets. Just like with every con or every expo, the closer you get, of course, or if you buy them at the door, then ticket prices are probably more expensive. So I would say if you're planning on coming or you want to try and come and meet up, go ahead and look into getting those tickets for yourself now. So I'm excited. There's some people that I definitely know are coming. We've got a few lore seekers who are actually going to help volunteer as well, which is cool. So yeah, might be doing some streams from the actual event as well. We just have to see if we can get the peripherals for some PCs and whatnot So if you are interested in helping out that way, or you know of anybody that can help that way, please get in contact with me, because I would love to pass that info along to some of the other creators and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And if you want to find the Tamriel Guild of Giving, or look at some of the other stuff that they've started to put up on the socials for that group, you can find them. There's a link tree, and it's linktree/Tamriel GOG. So
Go. Have fun. Do the things. I can't go, but I want it to be awesome so I can go next year. So go do the things.
I know. This is the I don't want to say the experimental year, but this is the like, okay, we're going to hit the ground running and see what we've got going. So it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting up with some community people and just having a fun time, and all while doing it, hopefully, you know, to help benefit St. Jude's. And I think it's great when gamers come together for fun, but I think it's even greater when gamers come together to make a difference. So that's exciting, and I hope it goes really, really well. There will be, I think, a streamathon as well happening before this. So I want to say that there is a streamathon. I'll solidify this date, but I think it's July 15th. Unfortunately, I am going to be out of town, which really, really sucks. But I think there's more information coming on that soon as well. So, yeah. If you have any questions about GCX, there's information in the Lore Seekers Guild Discord, but you can also, like I said, go over and follow the Tamriel Guild of Giving on social media, and you'll be able to find out information over there. So, that's it. That's all I got. That was my plug.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hopefully that all goes well.
I heard someone say there was going to be an Oblivion portal, so yeah.
Rumor has it there's supposed to be an Oblivion portal that you can take pictures with it.
So, cough, cough. If you want to go see a life-size Oblivion portal, go to Florida.
Rumor has
so
it
accurate.
that we're trying. Rumor has it we're trying to build a tavern with a life-size Oblivion portal, and all of the things on my desk are probably going to end up being decorations.
If I sent you like IRL ugly as hell Lore Seekers tabard, would you wear it?
Oh yes.
Because I can make a tabard pretty damn quick.
Oh my gosh, if you send that to me, I will absolutely wear it and take pictures. I may not wear it both days, but I will definitely wear it at something. Gwen, anything you want to send, I will wear. I'm actually thinking of also wearing Ryman's Aldmeri Dominion necklace that I have.
You should!
I think I'll wear that.
Like, that is the primo occasion for that.
Yeah, exactly. I've got some stuff, because we're encouraging people to cosplay and whatnot too. There's supposed to be hopefully a group of peeps there dressed up. So if that's the case, I may break out my really generic, basic wood elf with break out my antlers and my little green dress thing, and then go one of the days as that. So one day I'll probably go full outfit. One day I'll probably go Lore Seeker's shirt. I'll probably go Lore Seeker's shirt on the day that, if I am doing a lore stream, which I think is a plan, which I'm kind of scared about. That's fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine, right? Doing a lore stream from the floor. If I do that, I'll probably wear my Lore Seeker stuff that day rather than the cosplay stuff. We'll see. It'll depend on what day I wear what, probably if I'm going straight to the after party as well. So. Super excited. Don't worry, I'll take pictures. I'll post them in the community channel. Yeah. You're getting ready to go to Germany.
Oh yeah, no, my sister is bringing her fancy camera. She's going to take photos of all of us for us this year.
Oh,
that way we don't have to worry about it. She's actually a photographer. So
I'm so jealous. Ooh. So jealous.
Yeah, she's not going to cosplay with me this time. She's just going to take photos of all of us.
That's exciting.
So Ophelia gets to stay in the closet this year.
All right.
Or she might get shipped down to Florida. Who knows?
You're like, I'm sending you something. I'm like, wait, what?
Just care package. I can't be there, but I'm sending you things.
Immediately
You can't all be word at once.
I immediately start doing an ab workout every few hours, all day, every day.
Honestly, I don't know why you're not just doing a dance tutorial and teaching people, like, the dance emotes from in the game. That would be so on brand for you.
Okay,
that would be a dance panel. You should totally do that.
I actually thought about that, but I didn't want to get in too deep before we figure it out. But yeah,
for future planning ideas.
The thought had crossed my mind, Gwen. I like that we were on the same page.
See, now you gotta do it. Well, it's because I've only been thinking about it because I've been practicing doing the dances for dancing at the tavern because it's important.
I love that. Yeah, I did have the thought. The thought was percolating. I think we maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and then have.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We might be working on a quest. That's the other thing. Anyway.
Okay. It's your wall of crazy. It's okay.
Everything
is not necessarily going to stick to the wall.
That's true, especially the first year.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of people working on this and really trying to make it awesome, and I could not be more proud of everyone for, like, taking the leap, because it's no small task to put up a booth at a expo or a convention, and it's definitely no small task to do it in less than 2 months.
So, no, it's not.
Pretty impressive, and if it works, it's gonna be awesome. No matter what, it will be awesome because it will be community coming together. But if it works the way that we're hoping it works, then it'll be really awesome. So,
make it work. Cough, cough, cough. Anyway,
doing the best we can.
Pressure. No pressure.
Awesome.
So, how about let's talk about some different types of pressure. Pressure of learning all those new skills.
That's right. The pressure of subclassing.
Yep, that you get to learn through Batra at Hunting. Want to read this one?
Sure.
Or do we want never to read this one?
Well, hold on one second. Aren't there a few different sections? So there's an excerpt from Naryu to Razumdar. There's also an excerpt to King Faharajad. And there's one from Prince Azah. Yeah, exactly.
We could all read a section. Let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2, or 3.
Is there only 3 sections?
Oh no, there's multiple sections.
Yeah. Never, you want to start?
Sure.
Let's just go, we'll just go every other one until we finish. How about that?
Yeah, love it.
Done.
Alright, an adventurer and warrior learned in many disciplines. Batra al-Hunding makes for a great mentor. Read more in this latest Meet the Character. Letter from Prince Azah to the leaders of the 3 alliances. Your Majesties, we received your formal letters of inquiry at the palace in Sentinel. At the request of my father, King Faharajad, and with the aid of the Ring of Daggers, I have compiled what little information we could find on Batra at Hunding. Though she is an adventurer of some repute, she is also an enigma, as you will see. In the interest of further peaceful collaboration between the Daggerfall Covenant, the Aldmeri Dominion, and the Ebonheart Pact, I have made this dossier available to you by courier at Wayrest, Eldenroot, and Mournhold. I hope it finds you hale and hearty. This Batra is a traveler of impressive skill and a woman of action, but despite your quite reasonable concerns, she exhibits no real threat that I can ascertain. Respectfully, Prince Azah.
A letter from the Ashaba Talia at Marma to King Faharajad. My king, Batra at Hunding left a lasting impression on the Ashaba, as, it seems, she does to all who cross her path. While she was forthright in her study of the necromantic arts, she refrained from using them a single time during her stay at Morwa's Bounty. "Respect for your traditions is the least I can offer you in compensation," she said. This restraint was coupled with a keen mind and insightful questions, and so my people were happy to tutor her in combating the undead plague. "She does honor to her ancestral name, my king. I believe it to be truth, and if she crosses your threshold, I would give her every courtesy due to a descendant of Sword Saint. Faithfully, Talia at Marama."
Excerpt from a letter from Naryu Vern to Razumdar. This is just another way I disagree with your methods, Agent. If you had the stomach for, well, I'll keep my eyes open for your wayward cultists. Just remember, you'll owe me, right? One more thing. I finally met that wanderer you mentioned, Batra. I'm not sure she's quite as impressive as you made her out to be. Your weakness for strong women shows again. But she certainly knows which way to hold a dagger, and I can tell how closely you two trained together. We spent some time on the fine art of assassination magic, and I confirmed she drinks like a Nord. Pleasant company. Thankfully, not nearly as talkative as you. And her talent with our technique is impressive for one not as dedicated to the art as we are. Until next month, your turn to pick the inn.
Excerpt from correspondence between Gloring the Green Lady and King Camoran Aradon. The spirit of our people still stands divided. Nantharian's movement still lingers in some corners. Be careful, my king. One final thing, Camoran dear. I've had something of an apprentice here in the grove with me the last few days. Batra Ahunding, a red guard of considerable potential. She is studying the ways of the warden and sought me out to discuss the intricacies of the green from the deep knowledge of the living wilds. Her words, not mine. She's sharp as rose thorns, that one. Do give her your time if she ends up at Eldenroot.
From the notes of Martina Abor, Arcanist Scholar. Underweave Expedition 4. Accompanying me on my journey to this nexus of fated potential is a student, a newly minted arcanist named Batra Ahunding. She speaks plainly and infrequently, which is to my liking. When she does speak, it is to ask a direct question that cuts to the heart of the logographic magic I have spent my life perfecting. As ever, the heuristic metamagical substrate that defines arcanist spellwork is difficult to convey, even to another wielder of the art. But Batra seems keen to learn not just how to use arcana forms, but to convey the concepts around the art as well. A pleasant enough companion on these shadowed roads. I have no qualms recommending her, should anyone ask. These lessons from across Tamriel have made Batra the perfect mentor for subclassing. Do you plan to study under Batra's tutelage as she passes on the lessons she herself learned from these esteemed teachers? Perhaps you've already begun your subclassing journey under her watchful eye. That was a good one.
That was an interesting way to explain the different disciplines that she knows.
Yeah, she's literally studied under all of these people. It also explains why she mentions them in her dialogue. So she mentions not all of these people, but she does mention some of the companions and things like that. Without getting any more, I don't want to be any more spoilery than that, but it's pretty cool. I think they did a decent job with her dialogue.
Yeah. Agreed.
I was just gonna ask you both something, and I've forgotten what it was now. Oh, I think this one was actually written, if I remember correctly, I think this one was written by Michael Zenke, which is pretty cool. I don't remember if, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. Because sometimes Bill Slavicsek will, like, reshare and tell us which person wrote. And I think that's kind of fun. To find
That is actually really fun, yeah.
To find that out, or to, like, know. Because I love to look at people's writing styles or how it changes depending upon who they're writing about. And I think that's fun. I'm pretty sure Bill posted about that. Let me look. Um, hmm. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking incorrectly. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of fun, you know? There we go. Maybe that's the meet the character. Is this it? Yeah, it was. They did post. They said, here's a new meet the character by ESO's own lore master. So, pretty cool. And I believe that, oh no, never mind. I read that wrong. But yes, this one was written by Michael Zenke, so. Cool!
And that's it for the newsy news. We're caught up.
We did it! We did the thing!
So how long do you think it'll be before we get Batra as either a companion or someone we can put in our house?
That would be pretty cool, but I actually don't think they'll do that. I think they'll leave them in the main cities because they want to encourage people to go to cities, just like the banks. How you can't access guild banks? Same situation. I think because she basically is kind of like a shrine where you can go to her, reset your stuff. I got a feeling that it's going to stay that way. Personal opinion, might be completely wrong, have been completely wrong about things like scribing tables in the past. Fully admit that.
Well, the scribing table was pretty obvious we were going to get that for houses. Like, it's a table. Come on.
You could be right about this one because we don't have respec stations for our house.
We do not.
So this is not exactly. She doesn't actually necessarily serve the same type function as respec, but kinda. So maybe not, but I could see them adding some means of, which you can already use the armory system for that, but because it does save your skill lines.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about the subclassing is it is saved in the armory system. The armory system does work with it, so
yeah,
that's really, really nice.
But that's been the one thing I was like, I'm going to make my tank build tonight. Wait, no, I have to wander back out into the zone. I was like, I'll do that another time. I don't feel like it tonight. So, anyway.
I'm just trying to work my way through those, leveling them up one at a time, starting with the book, because book.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with the Arcanist yet.
And Murder Doritos. Murder Doritos are acquired. I love the Murder Doritos. I'm going to make a Murder Dorito cosplay prop. It's not going to be that hard, honestly.
Amazing. Come on,
just
Murder
Doritos.
Doritos.
Little glowing throwing triangles. Just Murder Doritos.
So you're going to be like Gambit, but Doritos instead of playing cards.
I'm going to be better than Gambit, because it's going to be glowing Murder Doritos.
That needs to be a shirt.
Murder Doritos. I actually think I drew that out back when we first got the Arcana stuff.
I think you did.
I did. It's probably in my notebook from Amsterdam. Okay.
And I think it needs to be a shirt. Murder Doritos.
I'll add it to the list. There's a long list.
I love it.
So, while I'm trying to avoid going through all of my arts and crafts lists, I think about these wonderful things called No More Murder Hobos. We're gonna just go to that. No more Murder Hobos props, because, yeah, no, when I'm sewing, this is the stuff I've been thinking about lately. And since it's summer and the tavern's coming up, and we're thinking about that stuff, we're thinking about camping. And you know what? Camping in Europe is so much better than camping in the US. But besides that, moving on to, well, what does travel look like for your character in-game? Like, yes, way shrines are a thing. Yes, soul magic is a thing. Yes, you can do your fancy little leaf pile and poof off to anywhere. But how do you camp? Does your character carry camping supplies with them? Whether it's in one of the many backpack costumes that we could potentially have, or you pull them out of your miniature, like, infinite portal bag. Do you magically portal somewhere else? Do you mind sleeping under the stars? Or do you, no matter how exhausted you are, do you just walk on to the nearest inn. Or friendly fire of strangers.
So this one's fun, because what I actually do in game is probably not what I would say if I were to do it from an RP perspective. So, what I used to do in game was I would always go back to one of my homes to log out. Whether that be an inn room, a main house, whatever. I would always go log out either in an inn or in a home that I owned. If I was doing it from the actual RP perspective, I would say that I would probably travel with minimal stuff for my character. I think if she were to do that, she would be like a sleep under the stars kind of person. In some ways, I think she would probably just carry something like a simple wood elf, like a bedroll, and then make some sort of a campfire or whatever. Or I think it would be likely, yeah, I would say she would probably just carry like a bedroll and some candles or whatever, and make a fire wherever she stops. But I don't think that I would travel with like a ton of stuff on my mount. I could also see her portaling places or like going to the nearest town, but at the same time, I think if she was just out and about and she was tired, she would just stop. So, that's my character. She's kind of she's a Nightblade. She's a bit of an archer, a bit of a stabby, so I don't think she would be too concerned. I think she'd just find a tree somewhere and post up in it and go to sleep.
Yeah, I was thinking as a Khajiit, I might be climbing up in a tree somewhere. Because I've seen the things that crawl around on the in the world, and I don't know about just sleeping on the ground. Because it's very easy to just get eaten. But yeah, I tend to carry way too much stuff. That's I don't know about from an RP perspective, but I do tend to just have way too much stuff on me. I'm normally I carry a decent bit on me in real life as well. I've got keys, pencil, pen, a knife I use for work, and I always have cargo pockets because I need to be able to put stuff in them. So.
If we're talking real life, I'd be screwed because I'm the same way. I carry a backpack or whatever purse that has a ton of stuff that I don't need in it. But if I was at my character, I think she'd probably travel a little more minimally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess maybe that is still somewhat minimal because I don't guess I carry an external thing. Everything fits on my person pretty much. So maybe I wouldn't really be carrying that much. I don't know. I would probably not want to even carry like a pillow or anything with me just because I don't like to haul stuff. But like I said, as a Khajiit, I can probably climb up in a tree and perch somewhere pretty easily and not have to worry too much about what's underneath me. I do like sleeping under the stars, though. Like, I do like being outdoors. And, like, whenever I talk to people about camping and they're talking about going camping in their trailers or their campers, I'm like, that's not camping. You're in a mobile house.
That's glamping.
You're in a mobile house, man. You've got a toilet.
Hey, glamping's good.
It's fine. It's fine, but it's not camping. It's different. I like that. I like having a tent, a fire, and being uncomfortably hot in the middle of the night is just part of it.
No, I don't like that. Yuck. No, thank you.
You're not supposed to have air conditioning when you go camping. I'm sorry. But
Oh.
yeah. But I also do like to get around quickly, so I do make a lot of use of portaling.
Mm-hmm. Lots of way shrines. Unfortunately, Gwen did her, she had to take care of Kid Aggro, so she did her No More Murder Hobos, and then she had to portal on out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, at least she was able to get it in.
Yeah.
Perhaps she can share next week what her answers would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, since the last show,
Yes.
I forgot. We're gonna get in it. We'll go. Are we ready to get announcements and stuff out of the way?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're a guild, part of a guild. It's been talked about a little bit already. Lore Seekers. If you have liked hanging out with us and would like to be able to hang out with us in game or in Discord, wherever the case may be, you can join the guild. And we'll tell you how to do that in a bit. But for those that are in the guild, PlayStation specifically, there's a couple of activities that we do regularly on a weekly basis. The first of which is Mondays with Moki. That is 8 Central, 9 Eastern is the start time for that. That's fishing or Cyrodiil, achievement hunting, all kinds of stuff. Moki's been doing that for quite some time now. And so if you want to go hang out and do some things just real laid back and fun, and that's a good thing to go do. So go hang out with Moki on Monday. If you want to group up with some people and run dungeons, there's a good day for that.
It's Tuesday. And it's treacherous.
It is so treacherous.
It is so treacherous. We can't even set times for it. That's how treacherous it is.
If you only knew how if you're not careful, you could group up on a Tuesday to do dungeons with people, and you might end up doing a podcast with them or something. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
You'll find yourself up late at night on a Sunday when you have to be at work the next morning, talking about a game, on a podcast. And that's how treacherous it can get.
I thought you were going to say it's so treacherous that you could start on a Tuesday and end on a Wednesday.
That too. That too.
That's what used to happen to me.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dungeon that lasts 2 days.
But if you can survive being treacherous, what does that make you?
Fearless.
It does make you fearless.
Makes you fearless. But you only have to be fearless 1 day a week.
And it's Fritas.
Fritos?
No, not Fritos. Fritas. Fearless Friday. Fritas. No, not murder Doritos.
Fearless Fritos and murder Doritos.
Yes. No. So on Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon, you can be
undaunted. We are undaunted.
Gwen's like rolling her eyes right now, and she's not even here. She could feel it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Group up, go run the daily dungeons and delves, have fun with guildies. Please don't be shy when it comes to any of these events, because we love helping new people. We love making new friends. It's a pretty awesome time, so. And if you have an idea, we haven't said this in a while, if you're in the guild and you have an idea for an event, be sure to let us know. We'd happily love to help get you set up and on your way to helping lead stuff.
Yes. Yeah, because there's more days of the week that don't have anything. So
There are.
And, perhaps you have an interest that maybe one of us doesn't have, but other people in the guild do, and they just need somebody to host something for them to go do. So talk to us. Let us know. So if you are interested in keeping up with us through social media, a couple different ways you can do that. If you're on the Xbird, Twitter, formerly known as thing, you can reach us at Snugpod Cast. you can also email us, snugpodcast@gmail.com, and check it out. I recently leveled up, and I can check that now.
You can finally check our email?
I can finally check the email.
Holy moly.
I have come of age.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. It's a real coming of age story about how I couldn't check the email and now I can.
Wow.
Yeah. You can also catch us through like the Twitch and the YouTube comments and the podcast comments and stuff too. Which, speaking of, where can they find us for that?
You can find us. Which one? Sorry, I was trying to log in because I noticed we have a new comment on Spotify, but I can't see it.
All of the things.
Sorry. You can find us on twitch.tv/snugpodcast. You can also find us on YouTube by searching for Snugpod Cast. So if you'd like to watch the shows, you can go there, or if you'd like to listen to them later, you can also find us on your podcatcher of choice. Yes. And did we talk about joining the guild? We
Not
didn't
yet.
talk about joining the guild yet, right?
Nope. I alluded to it.
You alluded to it. That's right. If you would like to join our guild, you can go over to loreseekers.club, which will take you to a link to our Discord. And from there, you can join it. There's a brief set of questions that will get sent to you in a DM from the Apply to Guild channel. Answer those real quick, submit them, and then we will take a peep at them and get you all set up and in the guild if your goals for the game line up with ours, which usually people are pretty good about that. So
Peep.
we just have that in there as our little troll filter, basically.
Peep.
Yes.
Do you ever eat peeps?
Yeah.
You do?
Why? Yeah, they're marshmallows. And also, I'm a Bosmer.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Yep.
kidding. That
Yep.
was a bad Bosmer joke. You were setting me up for that. I know you. You set that up.
Wow.
You set that up.
I really did just mean the little gross marshmallow things.
Yeah, I do like the little gross marshmallow things. I also really enjoyed when they used to joust in the microwave. Have you ever done that?
They used to what?
Joust in the microwave. You put two marshmallow peeps on a napkin facing each other, and you stick a toothpick in the front of each of them, and you turn it on for 10 seconds and see which one pokes the other one first.
Oh.
You've never done that?
No.
Worth it.
Gonna have to go buy some peeps just to try that now. I've seen lots of funny little things set up with peeps.
Yeah, peeps jousting.
So, anyway.
What did
All
that
right.
have to do with the joining the guild?
Because you said something about putting in, filling out the application and somebody will peep it
Oh, I see.
or something like that. So that's why I kept saying peep.
Wow. Okay. Well, we won't. We're just making sure you're not a troll, but that doesn't mean that Never's not going to troll me during the show.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is a set of armor in the game called Troll King, and I should probably wear it more often.
It's true. Well, do you have access to see our comment on Spotify? Because I can't seem to get in.
The most recent comment I see is from 9 days ago.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's from Devin
What does it
Pierce.
say?
Says, I believe the crew on Tales declared then Dr. Doolittle builds.
I don't know what that means or what it was in reference to.
I don't remember the context.
Well, we read it out loud anyway. Look at us.
Yeah.
Crown SO will get back to you on that one, I guess.
So, yeah. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. It's getting late, and
It is.
we're getting a little silly. So, I know it's everybody's favorite part of the show, but anyway,
It's time.
time to go to bed. Get ready
That's
for
right.
work the next day. Today.
Boo.
Same day. It's already today.
It is today.
Where does time go? I need to talk to
know.
Akatosh.
Yeah,
Ask for some time back.
it's a good call.
Yeah. You know what you get when you play country music backwards. Never mind.
Get your dog back. Get your house back.
Your house back, your truck back, your tractor back, your wife back. You know, all those
You
things.
get your Snugpod back. Get your gear back. Okay, anyway. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. We need to end.
Undaunted.
Just end it. End it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us, whether you've been here in person. I know we've had a few people in chat. A few people were watching on YouTube. And if you're listening to this at some point later, we appreciate you as well. Hopefully, this puts a smile on your face, gives you something to look forward to. And, you know, we just do this for fun. And, you know, so if you don't like it, tough. We're enjoying doing it. If you don't like it, go listen to something else.
We've made it more than 12 episodes. We're in the big time.
That's right. We've got more listens than most shows do episodes. So
that's right.
That's directed at you, Tails.
Oh boy.
Love you guys. But anyway, we do appreciate you hanging out with us, and we'll try to do it again next week. But until then, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person, and we'll see you soon.
Sleep well, Tamriel.
Bye.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I just gotta end it.